Hello, I'm Lindsay Price,
And I am Laramie Dean.
and we want to welcome you to our series called
Calling all theater teachers.
And in this series, we are answering questions we've received from drama teachers about stepping into a theater program. Here is today's question. And it is, how do I manage a school's rules or climate on content for productions? This comes up all the time. As a playwright, I get this question a lot from teachers who want to make cuts or they can do a play, they can't do a play. This is something that is come up more and more, I think, and it is a really important question for teachers to know the answer to. Laramie, what do you think?
You have to know your school climate. You have to know your community climate. You have to know your administrators, and you have to know your students and what their expectations are and what they want to do. And of course, what your students want to do is not always what is going to happen. Uh, your administrator doesn't want surprises. They want to uh, and they don't want to deal with angry community members. So having a really strong sense of where you live and perhaps what kind of plays have been done before, have been successful, have maybe not been successful, not just in your high school or your middle school or elementary school, but in the community in general. If theater exists in your community, what has been done? How was it received? I think are really important questions for you to be able to answer.
I think that notion of administrators don't want to be surprised is huge, right? And
Mhm.
having those conversations. You and I both know Chris Evans, who is a teacher as well as a playwright. And when he was doing a controversial play, there was a conversations with an admin, also an open door policy, I believe he had in rehearsals for his admin that they could come in at any time. And again, that whole notion of not being surprised. And if you're in a community where you are finding that there's a very small number of plays that can be done, well, think about what else you can do with your students to help them improve. Maybe instead of content that you are looking at, maybe it's skill sets that you are improving with them, right? Maybe that's your motivation for putting on a play. And if that's your motivation for putting on a play, you can really put on any play. And that maybe becomes the hallmark as opposed to doing something that's edgy or something that's not been done before. On that note, thank you very much.
Thank you, Lindsay.